Hi, it's Jane here. Are you scared of being weak and a pushover if you start becoming more feminine? What if your man starts taking advantage of you? Do you feel like you have to make a stand, be assertive, take charge and control of what's happening in your partner relationship or marriage? Otherwise, he might treat you like a doormat. If you're feeling confused or scared about being in your feminine energy, I know how that feels. I thought I had to be assertive in my marriage. I thought I had to make a stand, be forceful and definite in my communication. And yet the problem was it didn't work. Do you feel like that? Do you find it infuriating when you're trying so hard, using a lot of energy to get what you want, but instead you reach a stalemate and nothing changes? If what you're doing in your relationship is working, then keep doing it. But I guess the chances are, if you're reading this, that you're looking for answers and it's time to stop doing what's not working instead of trying harder. You see, we must have gender balance in our relationships to be happy, and most women tend to be naturally more feminine, and most men naturally more masculine. However, when it comes to our relationship, we feel confused and uncertain about our roles. After all, women have made such huge advances in reaching equality with men in recent times, and we're taking leadership roles in politics and business and just about every arena, and yet are we any happier? And is this because we are not being authentic and experiencing our highest potential in our relationships because we're confused about our femininity? That's how I see it. I see it as a significant problem in the world right now, that most of us are expressing our masculine energy, which is really important. However, the feminine has been denigrated to unworthy and less than, and it's just simply not true. Now, the masculine energy is the doing energy of leadership and control and organising, planning, implementing, competition, intellectualising, and it's critical. And so is the feminine energy, which is a being energy of caring and feeling and emotion and sensuality and creativity and cooperation and receiving. And when these energies are balanced in a relationship, it creates harmony. I like to think of it as like two ballroom dancers. What a joy it is to watch the synchronicity of movement between them as the masculine leads and the feminine follows. It's very beautiful. And neither is more skilled than the other or better than the other. And in fact, usually our eyes are on the woman, because there's something about a woman who's embodying her feminine energy that's very captivating for everyone. So what if they were both trying to lead? It just wouldn't work. They'd end up with bruised and swollen toes and they wouldn't go anywhere. And that's how I see the dance of the masculine and feminine energy. And truly, from my own personal experience, I feel so much more powerful when I'm tuned into my feminine energy. And I genuinely believe that you will too. And let's be honest, historically, men have been frightened of our power, which has caused us a lot of trouble, actually. And, it's why we've been subjugated to the ranks of inferior beings for a countless number of years. And it's time to balance the scales now and own our femininity in a way that makes everyone happy, makes our men happy also. And so don't get me wrong here, I really love men and there's no blame here. I'm merely stating the obvious. And from my own observation, one of the major truants in our relationship is that our boy energy is running the show. So how do you know that? How do you know if you're coming from your masculine energy? If you feel the urge to control, direct, suggest, criticise, blame, and organise your man and your life together, unless he's asked you to, you're probably creating a barrier between you and you're coming from your masculine. So if you're being assertive and directive, it puts walls around you that are a barrier to real connection and love. And even if your man can't explain this energetically, he will feel your energy weighing him down. So we've been conditioned over many years to think that we need to earn love, and yet the thing that makes us most attractive and magnetic is the quality of being and receiving, which is the essence of a feminine woman. I feel like an expert on this because I did everything wrong. And it doesn't have to be like that for you. So what can you do about it? Well, we have an inner guidance system that has our best interests at heart, and yet we invest way too much energy running away from it and neglect tuning in to our own innate wisdom. So practice every day tuning into your feelings and learn to express them, whether they're good or bad, doesn't matter. They're all just feelings in a way that carries no blame, no criticism or judgment. And your man will love you for this. And that's an art. It takes practice. And lean back. So much of the time we're leaning forward. We need to energetically lean and physically lean back and keep dropping your energy from your head to your lower belly, which is our power center, especially when engaging with men. Place your hand on your belly and allow it to soften when you're in the presence of your man and communicating. It's that this is the power center of our femininity, of our creativity, our intuition. And yet for most women, its energy is very dull because we've lost touch with our true essence. And become more sensual and slow down, become more aware of your body movements. If you practice these simple movements every day, they will shift your vibe and make you way more attractive and magnetic in your man's presence. And you'll have a lot more energy too, and you'll feel much happier. Try it and let me know how you go. Bye for now.